Hello, everybody. My name is Inappropriate Santa, and I just want to thank you guys for the 300 subscribers that we are at. I was actually making this originally for the 250 subscribers when I first asked the question, but before I could even get to it, we are now at 300 subscribers on YouTube, and I think we're at like over 165 now on Twitch. So, I want to thank all of you guys for making this possible, for helping me get this far, and I'm hoping that we'll be able to keep going. So to thank you guys, I actually asked you if you had any questions or comments that you wanted to have me put into a video, and I've got some. We used the Saraha, I don't know how the hell you pronounce that, anonymous messaging thing. So there'll be some people with their names on it, some people that don't, but that's the cool part about it, is you don't have to be attached to it. So who's first? All right, so first one is from Johnny3, and he asked, or what made you decide to start streaming? That's actually a pretty good question. Actually, I first decided to start streaming because, I've always had a huge passion for video games and the design behind it. I liked playing them. I like to think that I was good at them at some point in my life. But ultimately, whenever I was a kid, I really, really wanted to have a job at GameStop, and I got to work at GameStop. But after 4 years, there was a change that happened. I wasn't super happy with it, and then finally got to the point where I was mad to go to work at GameStop. If I were to ever tell my younger self, you're gonna hate your life working at GameStop, I'd have been like, no, I won't. And I did, actually. I was super mad. So I decided that it just wasn't worth being mad at a job that I hated. So I left it, and I was like, what could be the next best thing? What could I do that'd be similar to doing stuff at GameStop? Because my favorite thing about working at GameStop was interacting with the customers. You get to hear people talk with them about games, get hyped. It's really fun to do, and it was really cool. It was the best part about the job, obviously. So I figured streaming would be the next best thing. I actually originally started doing videos, pre-recorded videos, and I botched a good set of videos because I used to record over a weekend a good 24 to 30 hours worth of content that would hold me over for a good month, because I used to only do 2 videos a month, 2 videos a week. One of my sets of recordings, which was a good 3 episodes of Secrets of Grindia, a good 4 episodes of Golfing with Friends, where I was doing a drinking game that we did as the celebration for 250 on the stream, and a few episodes of Super Meat Boy. And I was pretty devastated by it, but I couldn't not put out content because I was still wanting for this to work. So I decided streaming was the next best thing until I got back on my feet, and I never kind of got back to it. So we just continued streaming, and eventually got discovered on Monster Hunter, and honestly, it's just kind of carried on through there. So honestly, it's just been a really fun and good time. Person didn't leave their name. It says, I love your streams, and I love how much work you put into them, but secretly I'm worried about your health and feel that you work too hard. Sometimes I feel like you should focus on growing your channel instead of doing long streams. And I actually want to say I appreciate that you see the work I put into the streams, and that I don't really know what else to say. I try my best. Honestly, if I'm awake and I'm playing games, I'm most likely streaming it, unless it's just been a rough day, or it's been after a 24-hour stream and I just woke up and I feel and look like complete ass, and I just don't want to do it. So but honestly, the reason why I do all these long streams, the reason why I stream almost every day, is just because as a streamer, the longer you're out there is your way of getting a larger audience. I know there's probably more I could probably be doing on things like Reddit, 4chan, Twitter, and I probably should work a little bit more on things like my BRB screens, my all these other art stuff, which actually I'm going to be working on that more. I'll actually talk about that later. But I don't know much of another way to gain viewership rather than just being out there for an obscene amount of time. And so that's the reason why I do what I do. I appreciate that. Next one is it is I, Rosa, and what other games are planned for the future? That's actually a really good thing to ask. At the end of this week, whenever this video gets released, I'm planning on streaming a bunch of Monster Hunter Double Cross on the Switch. But the only problem with that being, it's all in Japanese, because it's not coming to America just yet. So we're gonna have fun watching me like kind of hit a few walls and stuff, trying to figure out the language barrier. But I'm hoping that like we'll have people from, you know, other foreign countries, or at least people here that'll at least also understand the language somewhat to kind of help us out. We're also wanting to do Shadows of War, the Lord of the Rings Middle Earth Shadows of Mordor sequel. That's gonna be really fun. Planning on, well, I was wanting to do Crackdown 3, but that got delayed. Mario versus Rabbids. I kind of want to do that. That sounds like it'd be super fun. And honestly, like anything else that I kind of want to do is either gonna be like ran through you guys, or you know, announced on the Discord, which I'll leave a link in the description below. We'll always talk more about like what games we're gonna play, but those are the ones I kind of have an idea on at the moment. What was the first time you played Monster Hunter or any other video game? Full story too. So the first time I played Monster Hunter was actually because I had a buddy of mine who used to come over all the time. I used to have him on one of my laptops on my bed, and I'd be sitting on the desk next to him, and we'd be both playing WoW. Well, it came to a point in time where he would still come over, but he'd be on a PSP, and I'm like, dude, it is like 2014, 2015. What are you doing on a PSP? And he's like, oh, I'm playing Monster Hunter. And I'm like, what the fuck is that? And so, you know, he let me watch him like do this fight. I guess it was with a Tigrex at the time. I hardly remember. And you know, of course, Monster Hunter gets people really hype really easy. So he was like, oh, I've got to go get you a PSP. I've got to get you Freedom Unite. We're gonna play together. It's gonna be so awesome. And at that time, I was still working at GameStop, so whenever I went to GameStop, I typed in Monster Hunter to see if there's anything like coming up or if there's a newer version. Well, there was Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate for the 3DS, and it would have been the same price for him to buy 2 copies of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and it would be better than him going to buy me a PSP and Freedom Unite. And so my first was with 3 Ultimate, and I started off as everyone does with a great sword. Because they're like, oh, look at all this raw damage, and it's a great sword. Who wouldn't want that? Noobs do not want that. It's a bad sad. It'll fuck you pretty bad. Unless you already knew what the hell you were doing in the first place because you watched videos. So I went from that and I went to Switch Axe. Switch Axe wasn't so bad. It was a little bit easier. But then I was like, oh, dual blades. Dual blades are so cool. I get to go demon mode and just chop bitches up. Until I hit the Pink Raytheon in HR2 in the multiplayer and got absolutely just trampled on because she would not stop doing that flip spin and poisoning me. I got mad, so I was like, I want a shield. So I went SNS, and I kind of went SNS from all the way through 3 Ultimate, and then all the way through 4 Ultimate, and by the end of my 4 Ultimate career, I've now made it to where like I started getting like all the weapons and armor that I could, and I started learning all of them. So yeah, that's my story about Monster Hunter. I kind of got yoinked into it from my buddy who decided to ditch me on WoW. Get Monster Hunter Freedom Unite back and make it dip long. Not gonna go the way you want it to. Alright, so we got Dip Wong here. We're gonna go out and we're gonna start our adventure back on Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. We're gonna need this. We don't need anything else. First things first, you gotta get yourself some food. Perfect. You know what you do? You don't fucking do anything. Fuck them. You're Dip Wong. I meant to do that. Dip Wong would never do anything to fuck up that big. Ever. Okay. Here we go. Our first big baddie. Bullfongo. Come at me. And that's it. And that's how you count down your first big baddie. And well, with that ends our career with Dip Wong back in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Are you ever gonna play Monster Hunter Freedom Unite again? If not, rip me then. JNS 12. Besides the clip that you just saw from me making Dip Wong and Freedom Unite there, I really don't plan to. Just because like I've got Monster Hunter Double Cross coming up and a bunch of other games I would rather play and not get mad at. But I don't know, maybe one day we can go back to it. Would you rather fight 100 Kurapeko-sized Devil Joe or 1 Devil Joe-sized Kurapeko? 1 Devil Joe-sized Kurapeko. That 100, I don't care how big they are. I mean, like the 100 Kurapeko-sized Devil Joe sounds kind of cute, but Kurapeko can still be kind of big, and Devil Joes are an ass to kill. So I'd rather just kill 1, humongous Kurapeko, and if you want, you can have it to where it summons those Kurapeko-sized Devil Joe, but as long as all I gotta kill is just the Kurapeko, I think I'll be smooth. Dear Santa, are traps gay? Moving on. Has anyone ever told you look like Chris Pratt? I mean, maybe like once or twice, but honestly, like Code Freak would get that a lot more than I did. Like back when like Code Freak was like actually a little bit younger and a lot slimmer. Like he actually looked just like Star-Lord. Like it's actually kind of our joke ever since Guardians of the Galaxy came out that he is Star-Lord. Are you Keanu Reeves? You know what, here, you know what? Let's go ahead and no, I don't get that a lot. Now these next couple are from Cookie, and I think they're kind of funny, especially if you don't. It'd be kind of weird out of context. So I'm going to explain. Why are you so perverted and always coming for my ass? Can you please stop staring at my ass? I now you're staring at it right now. Okay, so out of context, this might look bad, but I'm gonna explain. So, Monster Hunter Portable 3rd, I was helping Saksha Two-Tailed Fox, or Cookie, go through the game, and I was in a way carrying her. Like I was only slightly better than her, but I was helping her out with a monster that she doesn't know because she played Freedom Unite and Zenogre, however people want me to pronounce it. I'm going to say Zenogre, that's how I've always said it. But I was kind of helping her out. We were doing the Zenogre fight for the fucking armor and the weapons. And well, then this guy Cairo comes in from the Hunsterverse. And like he is like handing her max potions and Mega Dash Juice and all this stuff. And she's like, oh, you've got competition on carrying me. I was like, that ass is mine. Only I get to carry that ass. And like ever since then, I kind of like slowly skewed it as a joke of me like literally like carrying her ass. And it's just kind of been like a running joke from then on. All right, I think that's all of them. Do you want my booty? If so, my ass is ready. Hold on. Cookie signed the other two. Who are you? Who are you? I want to say yes. Because I'm an ass man. I feel like this is a trap. It's a trap. It's a fucking trap, guys. Alright, so this video's kind of gone on a lot longer than I really thought it was going to. I probably like botched this video, but honestly, it's my first pre-recorded video in like 3 or 4 months. And I mean, like, we'll probably do better next time, but once again, though, I want to say thank you to everybody that has been watching. I want to thank everybody that's been sharing, liking the videos, joining the Discord, and just having a conversation. The fan artists. I'm actually trying to get myself one of those drawing tablets so I can better edit their photos, make it like really stand out. And I'm going to make it to where my beginning and ending of my stream is actually going to start being like fan art collaboration or montages. And that would be like really cool to do. But I wanted to like thank you all like really like seriously here. Like this has been really amazing, and I'm hoping that we can make something out of this. Because once again, like the main reason why I've liked working at GameStop, the main reason why I want to do this in the first place is because while I'm not much of a social person, like in the real world, like video games has always been the one thing that could get me to start being social, talking to people. And so now that we're building this community, like with games and the memes, the fucking videos, the jokes, the clips, like it's been an amazing experience that you guys have provided to me, and I'm trying to like entertain you guys as like recompense. And it's just been an amazing ride so far, especially since we've gotten almost 300 people. Well, I mean, like we are at 300 people, but we've almost gotten all 300 of them within the last 2 months. And I've been doing this since February. And it's August now, almost September. So I've been doing this for almost 7 months, and only this last 2 months we've almost got 300 people. And that's insane to me, because the first 5 months, 6 months, I mean, I got like 20, 25, and 20 of them like signed up the first day because they were like friends and family. So it's amazing. It's amazing to me that there are over 300 people now that watch and like what we do. And I want to do more. So I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try and get that drawing tablet, and I'm gonna let you guys know right now I can't draw, like, for shit. It's kind of funny, and I start panicking. Like, if you guys, I'm not sure if you've seen it. I might post it up here somewhere. I did a drawing of my cat, and I panicked when it came to the legs because I had no idea how to draw cat legs. So I gave her female human legs with fishnet, and it still looks bad. But I want to do it because I loved editing the fan art before my PC got wiped, and like seeing it really inspired me to want to start drawing. And there's some other stuff I really want to do with the art, but I don't want to say it yet because I don't want to like announce it and then feel like I'm obligated to do it rather than inspired. Because you always make better things when you're inspired to do so, and when you got that motivation, that go-to. So I want to do that. But I'm hoping that you guys will continue to support the channel, and that I might be able to find better ways of making it to where you guys are getting more out of the channel. So thank you everybody for watching. Like, share, subscribe, follow on Twitch. That's gonna have to be something that's gonna be done. I've got to figure out what we're gonna be doing, because since I'm now on a Twitch affiliate, Twitch is wanting me to start doing more Twitch exclusive streams. So I've got to figure out how we're gonna balance that. We'll figure it out. That'll be like a poll in the Discord one day. It's nothing that's too important like right now. We're still so small. I'm probably flying under the radar. They don't know what the fuck I'm doing probably. So yeah, go follow on Twitch, like, share, subscribe. And I might be making a Patreon soon once we hit like 500, because I don't want to make one now. I don't feel like I'm really earning like enough to be able to do a Patreon, but I want to be able to sustain the channel. So I might make one soon, but I honestly kind of want to hold it off until I feel like I've earned it a little bit more. But I will catch you guys in the Discord. I will catch you guys in the future streams, and I will catch you guys later. Bye-bye.